think about it, I mean, it's been a tough year for coaches. Would you coach in AFL level?
Don't think so, no.
I don't think I would.
You would. You may not remember this, but my first ever training session, and it was a cold day at Windy Hill.
It's always cold.
Wet. And I remember I was training with my heroes, Wanganeen, Hurd, Long, Fletcher, Harvey, O'Donnell. They were taking marks on their chests. And I came out and marked the ball on the chest, and all I heard was, Lloyd, go and run a couple of 400s from you.
Is that right?
Yeah. So I ran a few 400s, and I thought to myself, wonder why? And then you go, what do you reckon you've just run those 400s? I said, Sheeds, I don't know. And you said, I never want to ever see you mark the ball on your chest again.
Oh, you got that point over very quickly in your life, didn't you?
And you said, you got to mark out here, not on your chest. And then you took me after the session, stood me on the boundary line, you booted balls, and I just had to mark and call out the letters on the Sharon. S-R-I. And amazingly, it became one of my weapons.
It was, because you're a sensational mark out in front.
When did you know you wanted to coach?
25.
20.
I had myself made into my mind that I was going to be a full-time player, and I'm going to move on to a full-time coaching when I was in the Army. And I got my first coaching job in the Army, and we won 2 premierships. And that was the most difficult period because I had to, coach guys that had come back from Vietnam. And at 21, that's a pretty serious sort of thing to coach men back from war. But I think you've got to be a storyteller as a part of a coaching career. It's not just about tactics. It's not just about talent only. When I was playing, I went to America when I was about 25, 26, and spent all that year's money on just going to talk to coaches in American gridiron. Yeah.
You're well before your time there.
Yeah, well, I thought that eventually it was going to happen that way for me.
What do you reckon the key is?
I reckon the way you handle people. Yeah, I reckon that.
And do you reckon you had that?
Most of the time, most of the time. And getting good people into your club, and that was something that I was taught by the American coaches. It's not about you, it's about everyone.
I got to an elite level at 18 years of age because I felt like my mindset was different to the other 18-year-olds. I was saying to you, why aren't you playing me in the seniors?
Yeah. I've only met one person with their parents.
Yeah, that was me.
Do you think I didn't remember it?
Yeah, and
I went home that night, I could not believe I had to meet you and your parents and why you got dropped.
Yeah, I was ready to maybe saying, if you're not going to give me a game every week, well, do I need to go elsewhere? And you said...
Been there 5 minutes.
And know what you said? You said...
That was the hardest meeting I've got to meet the parents of an 18-year-old boy that just shattered that I'm not a part of the team yet.
Yeah, that's right. But that's where I wasn't here to mess around.
No, really. I mean, that was one of the most impressive parts of the conversation we had. I thought, wow, I've never had that, but it was good.
Yeah.
Because at least you told me, I think this guy's pretty damn serious.
Yeah.
Well, what a fantastic performance. And Lloyd kicks 7. Marvellous performance by the Bombers, who lead the competition by 1 clear game.
By midway of 99, I went from thinking, where are we at, to, OK, we could be the best side in it.
We ended up on top of the ladder and then we get rolled by Carl. How did you feel about that?
I probably thought 98 we weren't quite good enough, but 99, losing that's the biggest heartbreaker of a game that I've ever had.
This is where they need a big mark. A huge pack of players. Waiting down in front was Rice. His kick is a pull-off. Straight to Wallace. The mean bad man. Can he cover himself in glory? He's lost it, and Murphy takes it away. They are into the grand final. Carlton is into the grand final.
Did you ever feel like we were going down the wrong track at times or the right track? I mean, you players think different sometimes to a coach.
99, I'll never forget what you did, and it's one of the greatest pizza coaching that I've ever seen.
Out for dinner?
After I wouldn't say choked, but we blew a golden opportunity.
Should never have lost.
We're the best team in 99. We were heartbroken, but you said we're all going to watch the grand final. You purchased 40 grand final tickets. We were getting heckled as players, choked, but you had to sit through it. Halfway through the last quarter, when we saw North were going to win it, you said, all right, get up and follow me, and we crossed the road. There was a restaurant. Robert Shaw, your assistant coach, was there, and he handed out folders and he said, Sheeds and I have discussed these are the 3 teams we need to beat. And it changed our mindset to the heartbreak of 7 days earlier to the mission we needed to go on to win the 2000 premiership.
Your 2000 premiership was the greatest winning season ever of any club's history.
The bond I have with that team is stronger than any other team I had because of what we stood for and what we achieved.